Warning, 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 warning. This is a Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, Code Red, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law, and here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 113th episode.
We are here. We're ready.
Ready to start the first episode. Now, let's get some talking done.
Let's get
Where
this.
is everybody?
Where are you?
Speak up the phone. Phone number is?
The phone number is 252-301-2255. Call it and join us. Talk to us.
And give Chucky a call.
Producer Chuck will patch you in.
Chuck it to me.
We'll be talking right to Uncle.
Right to me. Your show was our last hour.
I won't talk. It'll be like I'm not even here.
Correct.
So you'll just have to think of something to talk to with Uncle. I'm sure if you don't have anything to talk about, he'll give you something to talk about.
I'll figure something out.
He will. That's good. We're live, of course, Uncle. This is a live show, Friday night.
I know it's a live show, but let's get some people on that line. Get them ringing there, Chuck.
252.
I want them ringing.
252-301-2255. Please join us. We'd love to hear from you.
Right.
Because we're live every Friday night at Ochelli.com. Our website is unclepodcast.com. Unclethepodcast.com.
Unclepodcast.com.
I can't even get it correct here.
You can't even think.
I got problems, Uncle.
I know you have problems. First with my mic, now with this.
Uncle, I have a good idea for the show, and it's a continuation on what my show is doing in the first hour.
What the heck was it? I don't know.
Basically, all I did was read reviews that people gave me on iTunes.
I can't have it right in front of me to read.
Well, I can read it. What I figured what we could do is I'll go to iTunes here at Uncle the Podcast on iTunes. I'll just read the reviews, and then you can react to them and say what you think of the reviews.
I can do that.
You like that idea?
Yeah. Now,
we'll do that. Now, we also have a dollar store beer here we could review.
We got no dollar store beer.
Do you think we ought to review this beer before we start looking at the reviews on iTunes?
Yeah, let's start. We start off with the beer, like we usually do. So that way, what do you want to do?
Oh, no, you're okay. You're okay. Right. Just.
I'm right on top of it. What are we supposed to do?
No, continue. Continue
to talk. What else? Subject to talk about.
Everybody's
talking about beers. All right, let's get a conversation to 99-cent stores.
People are talking about people.
People have talked about all these crazy things. In fact, I could talk something else, something different tonight.
What's that?
About the fires that we are having.
Oh, there you go. Talk about that.
We're going to have some of these fires that are blowing out of proportion. And what location?
Well, actually, nice neighborhoods of Los Angeles County, Malibu, notably.
Malibu's got some kind of fire going
up
on the hillside.
Oh, yeah. Very nice area. I mean, it's famous for being a nice area. I think everybody in the world has heard of Malibu before. So,
matter of fact, that was close to where we went camping. Near it somewhere. Somewhere around there. Not.
Well,
I don't think.
No, because we went east out into the desert to go camping recently. Maybe we'll talk about that in a minute, too.
Yeah.
This is west, all the way along the coast in Los Angeles, the west side of Los Angeles. Up there north of Santa Monica, you start getting into the area of I'm losing my mind here. What was I just talking about? I was talking about Malibu. So Malibu and all those other places to the sort of like northwest of there.
Saw the news tonight. There was loads of fires and the houses are burning down quickly. Real quickly. The people were actually burning, the houses going down, You don't know when all them people, they had to evacuate all them houses.
Burning down the house.
Yeah.
Like the song.
Burning down the house.
You like that song?
It's like those two with that man.
The Talking Heads.
Talking Heads.
Yeah,
it's the Talking Heads concert.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But, Uncle, let's do
Let's
this.
get the beer. Let's get the beer going.
Yeah, here we are. Okay, so
interesting thing
What-
when I hear Malibu, I always think of that movie Malibu's Most Wanted. Uncle, have you ever seen the movie Malibu's Most Wanted? While Aaron gets the beer ready.
No, I heard of the Most Wanted criminals, but not that.
Oh yeah,
Never heard of
it's a comedy
movie.
from some years ago. It wasn't particularly great or anything, but the most memorable part of it is this guy's like a white rap guy. A movie that would probably not be made today, but a white rap guy from Malibu who goes on stage and does this chant with people. I say Mali, you say boo, and it's. Have you ever seen it, Aaron?
Did you?
no, I've never heard of that.
Okay, you guys might want to give it an internet search. I don't suggest a Google, but something, and take a look at it. I'd love to hear Uncle's point of view on that. But the fires, Uncle, that makes you pretty unique. You're one of the few people willing to talk about it anywhere in media. The fires that are happening in California, it's kind of a weird thing, but almost typical out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's typical to have it, but we just had ours, the fire near us, months ago.
Yeah.
How long ago?
Yeah, they called that one the Holy Fire. That was out this way.
Holy Fire.
They give these fires little names, and
I never heard of the names from them, but
yeah, that's what they called that one out this way.
But now that one starts, and we don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, all the fancy neighborhoods up there, Malibu and like through Calabasas and all that, we'll be hearing all about it on the Kardashian TV show, probably.
Talking about the Kardashians, they had to cancel their show.
Oh, my
because their house got burnt down.
Ooh.
The main people that are doing the show, their house is burned down.
Yeah, they live right over there.
I didn't realize that until you said something.
I know for a fact that Caitlyn Jenner's house burned down, which was a very nice property way up on a hill in Malibu. I was told that burned down.
Yeah, I heard about that. So that means women can't watch the show anymore.
I guess not. I guess show's over. It burned down.
Burned out.
They burned all the cameras.
Burned the cameras down. If that was where the show was located at, I mean, well.
Yeah, if it burned, what could you do? I mean, you can't have a show anymore.
You can't have a show out of that. So I wonder what they're going to do on Extra anymore.
Nobody's celebrating the fact that anybody's house got burned down.
No, I wouldn't say that.
If the show is over, I don't have a problem with that.
Well, that would eliminate...
Would that eliminate some problems?
No, eliminate the women's talk looking at all these shows.
Yeah. One less show for them to watch, which is always a good thing.
Well.
With that said, let's open up this beer, Uncle. Tonight's dollar store beer is from Baja Brewing Company. It's their blonde ale, Cabotela.
Blonde ale.
Has a picture of a donkey or a burro, if you will.
Oh, yes, I just noticed that.
You see the donkey on there? Heco in Mexico.
So, it's a Mexico beer.
It is.
Oh, boy, this is going to taste like.
So, imported.
Oh, Baja's an interesting region, fellas, because it's one of those areas that's part of Mexico, but connected to California directly. It's kind of an interesting little place in and of itself, right?
Yeah, often referred to as
state.
Yeah, it's an extension of California, really.
You know that.
They call it Mexicali a lot, that area. Yeah.
Oh.
Baja, California. Yeah, that little peninsula that shoots down there on the northwest side of Mexico.
Oh.
But yeah, this looks good. It's a 5.5% alcohol volume. Just a nice little 12-ounce can.
Went over there and gotten some again. Now he's finally getting the beers right.
It's about time.
Yeah.
We are drinking the Baja Brewing Company Blonde Ale. Enjoying its flavors.
Well, while you guys are letting this hit your palate, once again, I want to let listeners know that they can call in at 252-301-2255. And again, Uncle is extremely grateful for any call. Even if you don't have a topic in mind, Uncle will provide you with one. So 252-301-2255.
And I expect to hear you, Sunshine.
Oh, he's got expectations here. We can't wait to speak with Sunshine on once again.
I haven't heard her in a couple weeks.
Been too long.
Too long to what?
She'll be back shortly.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Anytime there, Chuck?
Can't wait to talk to her and whoever else might call. Yeah. But, Uncle, what do you think about this beer for now? Do you enjoy this?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think so, too. I like this a lot. Do you have anything to say about its flavor? I mean, what about compared to other Mexican beers you've had?
Oh, let's just top it. I think this might be a high rating.
It might be, yeah.
Might be.
So, yeah, a blonde ale. I really find that all these like kind of lighter pilsners and beers like that, I end up really enjoying them a lot of times.
Yeah, got a good one here, I gotta say.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't usually taste it. I could taste it right away how it would be, the number would come out on me. But if it's a larger number and I like it enough, it might get a higher rating.
Yeah. Oh. So this one has that potential to get a high rating.
Correct.
We could get up there on this. Yeah,
okay, I'm giving you.
You want me to rate it?
To give the first rating if you want.
Okay, I will do that. I will take that honor. And I gotta say that this has a lot of flavor. Nice Mexican beer, blonde ale. It tastes different though than what you expect from it's different than just a Corona or a Tecate or anything that you're thinking of.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
This is good. Not that those aren't.
It doesn't got the lemon taste of, when you put the lemon in it, but this has a second to that.
It doesn't need that. I don't think there's so much flavor in this beer that it really doesn't need anything else.
No, just plain the beer.
I will actually give this a 9. I really like this one.
Wow.
That's unusual. I don't usually go 9 or 10, but this is a 9 for me. Now, Uncle, where are you taking this? What numbers we given out of 10? Of course, 10 being the highest.
I'm over the top.
Ooh.
Oh, 9 and 10 got a rated high score on this one.
So Uncle's in with a 10.
I'm on the 10 mark on this one.
I didn't see
that. What do you say,
coming.
Chuck? What's got him? What got him for a drink?
I'm not sure what Chuck may be drinking on his end, but I didn't send him one of these in the mail.
Oh, man.
I should have.
Sadly, I am beerless at the moment. I do have my Monster Energy drink that I'm finishing off, but outside of that.
Monster drink? That's a soda pop.
I'm sorry, Uncle. I just don't have a beer
Friday
today.
Night and he's drinking soda pop?
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry to hear that, Chuck.
How drunk do you want your producer? I mean,
I gotta do the things. I gotta admit,
he's got a lot of knobs on his end.
Yeah, just for one taste, dude. I see. If there's a way, possible way, when we have a beer review, you have a 99 store near your place.
Chuck, do you have any 99-cent stores?
Store somewhere.
Sure, we have those. I was just in the midst of trying to send a message to a caller you requested, so sorry for my delay on getting on the mic there, but no, we have them nearby, but I got to be honest with you, I don't see a lot of beer being sold in the ones near me. And usually I never looked for beer at dollar stores because in the regions where I grew up, they're not allowed to sell beer in convenience stores or dollar stores.
I didn't know that.
I mean,
I was just asking.
Yeah, the states back east tend to be like that. I mean, Pennsylvania's horrible.
Well, you can't get a beer.
You can't get a beer anywhere. You have to go to one of those distributors to get a beer.
And on top of that, you can't even drink one on Sunday.
Well,
until a certain time.
See, now that's another thing that goes on here is that on Sundays things go dry. You can't get anything with alcohol in it on Sundays.
2 o'clock. And until 2 o'clock. I've hit some of them stores.
Yeah.
And they say, no, you can't have beers until 2 o'clock. Sorry.
Well, out here in California, they're very forward thinking. They're very liberal, so to speak. So they allow a lot of things that back east, certain states just won't touch. So you find beers in the strangest of places. And yeah, I was surprised when I saw beer at the dollar store. So much so that I found it amusing, decided to get it, and then here we go. We're doing these reviews now.
Oh.
I thought it was funny.
Well, I'd still say dollar stores are good for us for reviewing beers, but only doing beers reviews.
We won't be doing reviews of their stationery.
No, if they're stationary, I won't touch them because we're not going to spend a couple dollars, over $40 for a stack of beer to review. That's a waste.
We won't be reviewing cleaning products.
No, I'm talking about expensive beer.
No,
in other.
Oh, you're talking about if we branched out on beer reviews to the craft beers and whatnot.
Yeah, but we know how they taste.
We know those are going to be good.
Yeah.
Why bother?
Exactly. Why would bother doing those testing? Because we know how they taste. It's these dollar store beers that we're more interested in.
Yeah, we want to see how good
the other people's
competition
places or other countries beers taste. That's mainly why we're going to dollar stores. That's the main reason.
The dollar store has been impressive with their roster of beers that they get in. They get them from all over the world. We've had beers from all over the globe. It's amazing. I'm legitimately impressed with the kinds of beers they get.
I gotta say this. Every single one that we rated, none of them were from the United States.
No, we get beers from the United States.
Well, no, a few.
Yeah.
I mean, take back. A few.
Utica Club comes to mind.
But there's a lot of them, though. Gotta admit, there's a lot of them out of the United States that have come in.
Oh, yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
That is correct.
That's what I was trying to say.
You are correct, sir.
That's what I was trying to say. And some reason they taste different. Of course, you know how they taste in a can. We know how it tastes in a draft.
Hi-oh!
Regular, nice, cool down stream. Hi-oh! What are you doing hi-ooing over there?
I decided since I'm your sidekick, man, I may as well just become Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon's on the line.
Yes.
Anybody on that second line?
See, why be myself when you can be somebody else?
Yeah. You have your own talk on your show where I can understand it was your hour, so you can do whatever you want.
So I may as well just disappear in this hour.
Yeah, it's appearing in this hour, just my sidekick talk. Because when I say something to a customer on here, whenever they want to come on, we get into conversation. And then
we do.
And then they say, well, what's a sidekick up to? And I go again.
Yeah.
You see.
That causes problems.
It causes problems with the sidekicks.
Uncle, you're going to be excited because
got somebody on the line.
Well, yeah.
All right, who is he?
Chuck is trying to procure a good caller for us, but while he does that, I noticed that on iTunes, I said we were going to read some reviews. On iTunes, the way that iTunes lists the reviews, it says...
Let me interrupt you, Aaron, because we do have a caller. And go ahead and identify yourself, caller.
It's Sunshine.
You heard me. What'd I tell you? I told you she'd come on tonight.
You did?
Yeah. I did. She's been out for 2-3 weeks. So it's time to have a talk, right, Sunshine? Shh.
2-3 weeks. It's been more like 2-3 months.
Oh, 3 months.
Where have you been, Uncle?
Been talking on my show.
Right on.
Well, where you been? I've been waiting for you to come on the show. Hey, did you hear what happened last week?
No, I didn't.
You have missed a good show last week.
What was it about?
A singer. A live man that does his writing. A real singer.
A real singer. What was his name?
We had country music artist, sensation from Sand Chef from Moab, Utah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he was actually a singer.
He is.
That's fantastic. That sounds like a great guest.
It was.
And producer's note really quickly, Sunshine, almost every week, and in fact, I bet every week, Uncle wonders where Sunshine On is. He wants to hear from you all the time, just so you know. So I want to thank you for finally getting me out of trouble, because Uncle keeps telling me, even off the air, Chuck, why can't you get Sunshine On? Where's she been? He does this to me after every show, and I say, look, I don't control what Sunshine does, Uncle. I message her sometimes and tell her that you mentioned her, but I can't always get her. She's not always online, and I don't know what she's doing, Uncle. I'm sorry. And so thank you for getting me out of trouble, Sunshine. I appreciate it.
Anytime, Tech. Actually, I have been MIA, off the scene, off the radar, off the grid, the whole 9 yards. I've been going through this amazing transformation. Check this out. Since April, I've lost 45 pounds.
What?
Congratulations.
Yes. Congratulations. Well, it wasn't the what is she, your wife to eat, drink?
Oh, juicing.
It ain't in juicing, has it?
No, I don't even, I wasn't even really trying. It just kind of happened. I went through like a whole spiritual inner kind of transformation thing, and then it expanded out to my body, and it expanded out to my house. I did a house remodel, and now it's ready to expand out into the world. And I'm talking on the radio with Uncle and Chuck and Andrew. Andrew, right?
Aaron, it's okay.
Aaron.
Aaron. I knew
it's the
was an
sidekick.
A.
Aaron's with the sidekick.
As long as you got Uncle's name correct, because he is the star of the show, you're good, Sunshine. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't worry about my sidekick.
Nope. Just pretend I'm not here.
That's my sidekick.
Okay, bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Aaron. Please forgive me.
No, I don't.
He had his first hour. He did his talking, whatever he wanted to do on his first hour. This is my hour, so we gonna have my sidekick on.
Yeah. I was playing around with becoming Ed McMahon for a second, but I thought better of that, so I'm me again for what it's worth.
No, I'm glad you're you, Aaron. I think that you're the perfect sidekick. Forget Ed McMahon. Ed McMahon drinks too much.
Well, we're drinking dollar store beers right now, so it's a good start, I guess.
We just comes out down there upstairs with the refrigerator, come down with these dollar stores beers. So we start opening up a beer. Well, here we are talking about what we were talking about. Oh, matter of fact, we were talking about before the fight, before the drinking, was the fires.
The fires, I was going to ask, you guys aren't, it's way up north.
No, it's not near us.
Yeah, we're inland quite a bit.
We're inland, but
yeah, and it's really north of you guys, because I'm going to be going back up to the Redwoods again.
Oh, nice.
Fire?
If it don't burn down before then.
Don't go near the fires. Sunshine, better not go with the sunshine. You better not go there.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Be careful up there.
If you go into the fires, don't do it.
Go around them.
Yeah, go around them.
And then go up north, all the way up north. Go northern California. You should be all right there now, I think.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going just north of San Francisco into the Napa Valley area. I'm going to go kayaking on the Russian River.
Kayaking? Oh! It's all over the place. Oh, we went camping just the other last weekend.
We went camping. We did.
You
just
did?
outside.
Where?
Just outside of Joshua Tree National Park.
Tree Park.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. It was gorgeous out there that last week or
that couple weeks ago. Yeah. Boy, that actually was my first time camping.
Yeah, you'd never been before.
And I shocked them because I never been before. So we went there for the week, left Friday and got there Saturday. Oh, wait a minute.
I think
I stayed over Saturday.
I did. I taught him how to start a campfire. What you do is you go to the store and buy one of those starter logs.
Starter log. I knew how to do the starter logs.
Yeah.
After I found out what it was, he put the starter log on the fire.
Yeah.
And then light the fire, light the bag, and it goes up.
Yeah,
That's how you do
it was
Because
effortless.
You guys are not on my survivalist team. In case they apocalypse, sorry.
What's that? What is yours?
She's not impressed with the way we started the fire. What she's looking for is, you get a piece of wood and then you get a stick.
One of the Indian stings.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. Flint works a lot better than trying to rub two sticks together. You'll end with blisters with the sticks.
Say, that's you saying that, sidekick. He said that.
I thought it was a good idea.
You guys need me on the survivalist team for real.
It's funny. I was talking to my son about eating jackrabbits. That was a conversation we had. Like, yeah, if we lived out here, we'd have to catch jackrabbits and cook them at night.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's for living. For food,
it would be.
Only way of killing an animal is only for live food.
Yeah.
Now, because
how would you catch it, Uncle?
Well,
how would you catch a jackrabbit? If you had to catch a jackrabbit today, how would you do it?
Well, so I look for it first. Then
that's not catching it, Uncle.
Have to shoot with the gun.
Oh, God,
shoot with the gun, there'd be nothing left to eat.
Well, how I would
think how the native peoples would have caught jackrabbits 1,000 years ago here in the same area 1,000 years ago. What do you think they might have been doing to catch those little buggers?
Take a string.
A string.
Yeah. Oh no, I know something even better. No.
I'd set a snare.
Take a trap.
A trap.
Do you know how Daniel Booms operate? I work like Jenna Boom. We'll take
Daniel
trap
Boone?
thing.
Who?
Daniel Boom.
Daniel Boone.
Works in the hills and does knocks downs and kills with hammers and heads
I have
streets
the
down.
raccoon hat.
Yeah, well, this is what he'd do. Take traps. It wouldn't be shooting, but he'd take traps, and he'll trap himself, and that's how we'll catch some. What are you laughing about, sidekick?
Well, it makes sense. You can put yourself in the trap, and that way you psychologically confuse the jackrabbit.
No. Yourself.
Oh.
I'm talking about the animal. If you had to have food, and it's necessary to have food for a human, you live
Uncle,
in the forest.
You're starving to death. I'm telling you right now, you're starving to death.
That's what I'm trying to tell these people.
We could those pinyon pine cones have wonderful little seeds in them, I'm told. So you can eat those out there in the desert. So just find those pinyon pine trees. We're fine.
Well, the cactus is really good too, Aaron. Cactus would probably be easier, more sustainable than the pine cone. See pine cones in the desert?
It would make a nice salad topper, the little pine cone seeds, I was thinking.
Well, yeah. Well, we can
I've never heard of pine trees in the desert, though, really.
The pinyon pine. Yeah, the pinyon pine is out there in that area.
This is where he wanted to live. So we all came to the desert. So here we are in the house. I don't know how many miles to the desert. And now we have to think about this.
We do.
Oh,
Uncle, are you excited about possibly eating cacti?
Cacti?
Yeah.
I haven't tasted it before. That's another thing. We haven't tested any of this stuff.
Yeah, I know. We need to.
And we got to know what we're tasting before we go into something.
We didn't know what we were getting into when we were on this camping trip.
No, I had no
idea. Did you sleep in a tent, or did you have a RV, or what did you sleep in?
We brought a tent.
We got a big size tent. We had about 2 or 3 of them, but we had this one big one.
Yeah.
It took all of us to sleep in it.
Yeah, it was a good size. We fit in it easily. Yeah, it's a nice Coleman tent. Did the trick.
Did you have a cot?
A cot? No, what'd we have? We had what was that?
No,
Uncle?
your wife had to have the cot.
She had like
thing.
an air blow up thing.
Air blow up bed. Yeah,
it didn't really work though. So no, she told me it didn't hold the air, so it didn't do much. But we had yoga mats that we had, and then sleeping bags on top of that.
Yeah, well, a sleeping bag, so we slept.
Oh, this conversation's getting even better. Yoga mats on a camping trip.
Oh yeah.
One of them was Gaia branded as well.
Kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was.
I ended up down a little longer, but these two, they got up. And first thing got up was a little guy walking around. Oh, that noise. Get up. I went up and got up and went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Boy, you ever seen any stars? Why, you shot and I looked up in the sky, half a dozen stars all over the place. And that was pretty nice.
Good night, Sky.
Yeah. But them two, everybody else was sleeping.
Now they're missing it. Missing out on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stars out in the desert are amazing. It's like you can reach up and touch them.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
We all thought that.
Or
what?
That was kind of a low, sexy voice there, Uncle.
Oh, I got some of those sometime.
They just
talking about stars out in the desert. You should go camping more often.
It's trying to push these two to go.
Oh, we'll be back.
She said we'll be back.
We'll be back.
But I can go with these two. My sister definitely won't go.
No, she's out of the equation.
That's the word. Out of the equation.
That's not happening.
Watch football or whatever. She won't go.
Yeah, she could do the football. We'll go out and do the camping thing. Everybody will be happy. It'll work out just fine.
Well, we'll go another time.
We'll bring our starter logs. We'll bring our yoga mats.
Well, when we had that first experience, we might have a better idea doing this time.
Yeah, we can make it a real survival situation.
And
this
next time, do not forget any food.
Right.
Hear the story about the food.
One thing's for sure. One thing's for sure, Sunshine. Nobody on this conversation, at least on their end, is going to be a contestant on Naked and Afraid anytime soon.
Right.
Have you guys ever seen that show, Uncle? Obviously, I want to know if he's ever seen it. And Aaron, have you ever seen that show?
Do you know this show, Uncle Naked and Afraid?
Never heard of it either.
Yeah.
I get on to some of these shows to see.
Well, they send people. The reason why I mention is they send people out in the wilderness, with no clothes on. They send a pair out usually, and I've actually had a contestant on from that show on my show.
Really?
Yeah, I had Sabrina on.
Sabrina?
Yeah, Sabrina Mergenthaler, who was on that show. And no. But she did a little better than her male pair that she had with her. He was like complaining the whole time. She was tougher than he was. It was kind of funny. But the thing is that I just was picturing like a hysterical thing, like what would happen if we told Aaron and Uncle, look, you can take 2 items into the woods and none of them are clothing except, well, we'll give you maybe actually no clothing at all. Just here's a knife and a bag. Go into the woods and see what happens, or the desert. Either way, I was just amusing myself with that thought.
A bag of all the survival tools. What would you do with a bag? At least give him some like rope or something.
Yeah, I know, it's great.
Rope.
So, what do you think of the concept anyway, Uncle? I mean, is that an interesting concept to you for a TV show?
Yeah, that would be very, very funny. They would get everybody talking.
Absolutely.
Probably been bad, but boy, get it. Some of them might even get embarrassed.
You never can tell, but
I know two that will.
I think Sunshine would beat you guys at that game, though. Just so you know. So
I think you're right with that, Chuck. I would take bets on that one.
Our survival skills are not passing the test, apparently, Uncle.
Not passing the test.
We're not eating enough cacti. We're not catching enough jackrabbits.
Hey, we need to go fishing, but there's no fishing holes. That's the only thing in the desert.
Not on the desert, no.
It's got something else. Yeah?
There's a great place by you guys next time you go camping. It's called Red Rock Canyon. I went there.
Check it out.
I went there like about, 3 or 4 months ago. Beginning of summer, I guess it was, which I guess is like more like 6 months now. But anyway, it is an amazing place. The rocks there, they're all red, and it's the perfect time of year for it too. You don't want to go in the summertime because you would roast. There's like no shade, but you're right up against these canyon walls. Just a beautiful, beautiful place.
Whereabouts is that, Sunshine?
Yeah, where is it?
It's off the 395 up there by Kernville.
Oh,
And
Kern County you talking?
Yeah, it's up there by by Isabella Lake.
It's over the grapevine we're talking about?
Check that out.
I think it's over the grapevine. No, it would be on your side of the grapevine, maybe. I don't know.
Our side?
It's look up Lake Isabella. It's around there in the Kern River.
Okay.
But anyway, it's called Red Rock Canyon. But I wanted to, speaking of rivers, so this is how we used to camp all the time when I was a kid. When I was my dad's little sidekick, so I learned how to do it all. But when we were kids, I grew up in Arizona. We used to go tubing down the river all the time, which is a totally fun thing to do. If you've never tubed down the river, you should try it sometime. Oh. But one of the things that my dad used to do when we were kids is he would test us, because you know how a river winds in different directions. So he would test us what direction were we facing as we were tubing down the river. Well, now as an adult, I grew up with like natural GPS. I don't even have to take GPS out into the desert with me. I am the survivalist queen.
Nice.
See,
there you go. Goes to show you show the kids something, they remember it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Uncle?
This was interesting.
Yes.
Something else to think about. I'm doing. I'm telling the sidekick over here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because you figure you'd like to get near some water. And like if you said, finding this place, there'll be some water, right?
Lake Isabella is really pretty, yes.
Yeah.
We'll have to go there.
There's no water at Canyon, though.
No.
Okay. It's one of those famous dry lakes out here. Yeah, we like the lakes that don't have any water in them.
Oh, Red Rock Canyon is totally different from Lake Isabella. Lake Isabella is a beautiful, big lake.
Oh, that's an actual lake. Okay, good.
It's a lake then.
Nice.
Google it, Aaron. You're
he's gonna Google it. Yeah, we'll find it somewhere.
I've had many fingers pointed at me. I needed to write it down in the notebook. I have. I wrote it down. We'll research it. We might even go camping there.
Well, he's going to research it for sure.
We'll bring the yoga mats.
There.
Try that place out.
We should meet there and do the radio show from there.
Radio show?
Oh,
That's
Uncle.
not a bad idea. You got some ideas. Why can't you think this way?
Hey, at the very least, film it. At the very least, film it. I think it would make a compelling YouTube video if you edit it together the way, that Aaron has the skills to do. Right?
In fact, we did some stuff on our last one.
We did Instagram.
We did Instagram on some of them while we were on the trip, too.
I might have to start doing videos when we go out doing these things and make just short little pieces. Video machine. That would be good.
Bring the video machine.
Yeah.
I know you have one.
Oh, yeah. Even a phone could be the video machine. We could do that. We should probably start doing that when we're out and about from now on.
Anywhere we go, do these things, and we'll make more kind of people talk about on the radio. I'm on this thing. And they'll ask questions, and that you get all these answers from.
True.
See?
Yeah, they almost learned how to catch jackrabbit tonight.
Jackrabbits. There we go again.
We got real close. Real close.
The closest one is my thinking about putting it down and boom, chop.
You could also eat a snake.
Oh, yes, I know.
There's snakes out there.
Yeah.
Probably
that could be good.
Not the poison ones, though.
Well, yeah, it doesn't. You just don't want to get bit by it. You don't want to be careful with the head after you kill it.
Well, what you have to do is cut the head on the tail, because that's a whistle.
Oh, the rattle on it? Yeah. Yeah.
The whistle?
Call the whistle the back wheel of the rattler. What the heck are you?
That could be a new marketing thing. If you can figure out how to make a whistle out of a rattle, you might have made your $1 million mark right there, Uncle.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like.
That's it. Yep. We got lots of those diamondbacks out this way. Be careful. Don't tread on me, as they say. But if you're clever enough, you can figure out how to throw a rock on their head and then eat it over the camp. Cook it over a campfire and eat it later.
Well, get the fire. Put it in the fire. And you know how much meat is on a snake?
fair amount.
Rock
Good
on his
amount.
head.
What?
Yeah, that'll do it. Just throw a rock on its head. It'll be done. If it's a big enough rock.
Yeah.
You guys will starve to death. Snakes
Nah.
move. You'll never get a rock thrown on its head. You take a stick, a very long stick, and that has a fork in it, and you trap its head with the fork in the end of the stick. And then you take the rocks because it can't move anymore, and you smash it.
Yeah, see, use a rock.
Well, yes, that's right.
I was
That's
right.
You put a stick in. What's she saying?
What'd she say?
Well, people learned how to kill a rattlesnake tonight.
And then, bam.
You put a stick in it.
You know, future show idea, you could have a survival expert come on and talk about exactly these kind of things and educate people, and you guys could learn a little more before your next camping trip.
Ah.
What do you think
Let's
about
look
that?
for one of them, too. Chuck, got a job for you.
Hey, listen, it just so happens I've had a guest before who won one of those survival reality TV shows. He won the show Alone in season 1. His name is Alan Kay, and he's been a guest on my show a couple times. I'll pass along the contact info to Aaron, and maybe you guys can do that. There is a man who is smart and skilled and will tell you that you don't even need to bring the rope, Sunshine, because he just make cordage out of what he finds there out in the wilderness. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Chuck, you know everybody, and you just completely downgraded me from Survivalist Queen.
Oh, big trouble, big trouble.
I wasn't downgrading you at all. I was just pointing out that.
No, I think it's a great idea. I think that would be an excellent show.
I mean, listen, if you wanted to be on regularly and give survival tips to Uncle, I am sure that he would be happy to make you a regular feature.
Yeah.
Oh, I will. Thanks for the offer, guys. You are the best.
Listen, just speaking as the producer, I'm fishing for the best people as always, doing the best I can here.
He's foreman, and we talk to him. Got that, Sunshine?
Yeah. You know,
That's what he
all-
does. That's his sign to do. He fishes for him. Mm-hmm. And we talk to them.
That's a process.
That's the process how they operates.
I'm glad we're following the process.
Yeah, it's a process.
There's lots of opportunities on this show.
Opportunities?
Yeah.
What's the opportunities?
To come on as a guest and teach us things.
Yeah. Maybe they can come with our family trip.
See, you might not make money, but you'll get a lot of exposure, you see.
Maybe they want to go on a camping trip with us.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Camping's fun, and we're
They
fun.
want to come to a camping trip.
I lived half the other direction. I would totally meet you guys for a camping trip.
Yeah, you would.
Oh.
Yeah, San Diego. Oh, hey, what about the San Onofre? That's like halfway, kind of, sort of.
yeah.
San Onofre. Actually, that's
San
closer to you
Onofre.
than us.
Oh, we're gonna camp on the earthquake fault.
Yeah. Who cares? Let's go for it.
Well, then let's go. Let's get a volcano or two. There's a volcano in Bakersfield that's all active now. Came active again in 2012.
We got to hose them out and put them down. Stop, hose it all away so we can walk around.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
And it's a desert. And what does a desert do? Everything drops down. In a desert.
It goes downwards, yes.
Yeah, it goes downward.
Everything kind of just slopes downward, you find. In the desert, it tends to do
escape from water or volcano or anything. You're screwed in the desert.
Well, remember that Superman show I talked about last
Maybe
week?
we should go to the mountain. That's why I like the redwoods.
Ah, yes, the mountains.
Yes, I hug trees, so.
Well, there's a lot of good mountains around these parts, too. San Gabriel's, San Bernardino, all sorts of great mountains you can climb up.
Laguna. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Laguna. Yeah.
You know, California has every kind of, this is just a factoid. California has there's like 12 type of geological topographies. Those are big words. But California actually has all 12. No other state in the United States has all 12 different types of topography.
Wow.
I bet that's the only state that that was the longest one.
Yeah.
No other state has it like longer than 12.
It is a physically large state, but yeah, it is crazy the variety of environments, the microclimates and whatnot.
I think also what got him here, I'm just thinking, what got him here is the colors too.
Oh, yeah.
The colors of the areas.
The state colors.
The state colors. I think that what brought him here.
It did.
See?
What are the state colors?
The bear.
Yeah, the bear flag. Yeah.
The bear flag.
I love
Just
that
look
flag.
at the bear flag and you see the colors.
Callisto.
I didn't. Okay, I'm really confused because I would never have thought bear as a color.
Well, you got the brown bear on a white field, and you got that red stripe at the bottom with a red star. I believe the bear is Callisto of the Ursa Major constellation, the Great Bear, the she-bear, mother bear character from mythology.
Did you ever see that commercial about him talking about the car?
There is, yes.
That's him.
It's a minivan commercial.
That's him.
That is him.
That's him with his buddies, the Rock, the turtle.
It's a male bear in that.
And what was the other one?
There's a rock, a turtle, and I can't remember. They're like state things.
State things.
Aaron, you totally just did an Ed McMahon sidekick factoid out of the blue. Like, what the heck? Only Ed McMahon would know something like that about the California flag.
That's why he's the sidekick. Sunshine, that's why he's the sidekick. He knows how to do it.
Now I get it. Now I get it.
Yes. So we're giving it another go, this Ed McMahon thing, for a second at least.
Oh, yeah, the McMahon is crazy.
That was incredible. It was perfect.
I don't know if it's better than Vince McMahon, probably.
Well,
Vince McMahon.
No, McMahon's completely different than him.
That's a different McMahon.
That's definitely a different person, man. That guy goes nuts.
Whole another can of worms.
Yeah. You talk about him now. You forget about you be talking straight to wrestling.
I'd have to get my goofy faces in order, but they don't really
faces.
Translate over to the radio.
Right. That's what he'll have to do. Because I know how he reacts. I've gone to this Monday Night Raw stuff. It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
They go crazy. Thing.
McMahon person that you're speaking of, who is that?
Oh, Sunshine. Tell Sunshine who Vince McMahon is, Uncle.
The main character started out with the wrestling. And that's the man, and his wife, of course, was the starters.
He owns the WWE.
Yeah. He owns the WWE Wrestling Corporation.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a corporation.
Yeah.
And what they did was, see, he's getting old now, and his
children
are taking over.
There you go.
Have you ever seen a wrestling match, Sunshine?
No.
That's what you have to see. One
I don't know.
One match. And you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, just to look at one, like...
Your life will be changed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I want it to be changed. I don't want it to be changed like that. I think I like my little non-wrestling bubble.
Vince McMahon famously codified the WWF at the time until it was sued by the World Wildlife Foundation into changing its name to the WWE into a international wrestling conglomerate from a regional concern in the Northeast some years ago. Today, believe it or not, his wife is part of President Donald Trump's cabinet. Stephanie McMahon is the Small Business Administration head under the Trump administration. Just so people know. Go ahead.
So she's in the government now?
Yeah, the wife.
I never knew that. I never knew that. Chuck, you came up with something there. Yeah, with more to discuss.
There was Chuck's Ed McMahon moment.
Yeah, I never knew that. I mean,
you're correct, sir.
I never thought that would ever happen, because I thought she'd stay with the wrestling stuff. with the husband, of course.
Hey, why not break into politics while you're at it?
He
Judy
did.
Garland did.
Huh?
Didn't Judy Garland? Didn't she? Who was? No. It was Shirley Temple.
Oh yeah, Temple. Yeah.
Shirley Temple Black
Shirley Temple. You're right.
became an ambassador. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Of what country?
There you have me at a disadvantage. I do forget which country it was exactly, but for the United States to I think more than one place, she became an ambassador for the United States. But the exact locations, I would have to look it up. I'm sorry. But it was
Aaron,
not
you're
the
supposed
only
to be
Shirley Temple.
Googling. Right now, Google. You're supposed to be Googling.
Oh, yeah, Googling.
We're almost at the end of the show. Do you want that much info?
That's what I was thinking. Shirley Temple, everybody's favorite politician, diplomat.
That's a cool that was always on Sunday afternoon.
But again, I
right.
know this
I've
is Shirley
always seen
Temple
that.
Black we're talking about because there was more than one Shirley Temple. So keep that in mind.
Who that? We're talking about someone.
Shirley Temple Black. I know Corey Feldman is really making things happen these days.
Oh.
Not really political, but he's really making statements out there. Uncle, we're getting towards the end of the show. You want to say anything to Sunshine before we get going here?
Well, hey, Sunshine. I hope you have a nice trip when you go. But why not try to come on again whenever you have the time?
I sure will, Uncle. I'm really glad that I was invited on this evening. It's been a lot of fun. I've laughed and I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you guys are going to have a survivalist on to help you with your camping skills.
Yeah, if you want to help, if you do want to meet us, though, I'll put
I would love to.
stands on that stand of where you want to meet us at. What's that place?
Somewhere in Kern County over the Grapevine.
If you want to meet us there, one time he'll let you know when we go.
Mm-hmm.
How's that?
Yep.
And we can absolutely do the radio show from there too, I bet.
Maybe we want to, but we have to bring this stuff.
I have to bring the old equipment along.
Yeah, how we gonna do
What?
that?
I'm on Skype. I'm on my phone right now on Skype.
Oh, you can do it on Skype.
All you need is a phone, really,
Okay,
these
we'll
days.
do it on
A
Skype.
phone is all you
The advantage to having me produce remotely is that as long as you can connect to me via Skype or telephone, you could literally conduct your radio show from a remote location.
Oh, okay, we'll do that sometime.
Ooh, the camping show.
I was thinking of that, though.
Camping
That
show.
was my other thought. That was what was in my mind to say. Because I just didn't know how to say it until you said something, Sunshine. Now, that made my sense. So let's do that kind of shit.
There we go.
The Sunshine Camping Show. I like it.
Okay. So, a date when we get started.
All right, everybody.
All
That's
right,
something.
And y'all have a good night.
You too.
You
Thanks
too.
for coming on,
Thanks for
Sunshine.
coming on.
Bye
care.
now.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah.